All right, this is going to be Trouble No More by the Allman Brothers off the Fillmore East live album. We're going to start out with this riff here. Okay, so what we have here, I have two different versions of this. Figure out which one you like the best, you know? So it's like, it's either 5, 7 to an open on the D. So, got a little 5 on the G string, and then an open at the end there. Okay, so I saw a tab that had those little opens in there, but I'd also say that you might not want to do those opens. You might want to go, you might go to a lower note of that 5th fret of the D string, like 5, 7, 5, and then get that 5 with a little bend to that 7. And then don't worry about the open on the way down to the 3, 5, 3, big 5. So you might go. Or you might just go. Kind of have a chick in between there. 5, 7, 5, 7, 3, 5, 3, 5. So when you get into it and you're jamming it, there's different ways to do it, you know. It's a bluesy thing, so you can kind of feel your way and see what you like to do with it. But those are some of your options there on that opening riff. So the opening riff is going to go 4 times. So the 4th time would be. And then we're going to get into the verse riff. Okay, so it's like one of those like LaGrange kind of bluesy things. So we got bass, and then the middle 2s, we got an A chord here. And we're going to the 3 on the A string to the chord, and the chord is those 2 2s there in the D and G strings. So we got the A bass to the chord, and then the chord again, and then we start going 3, and you can kind of just hit that 2 on the G string. But you can go to the chord, and you can mix it up as you go and make it a little different all the time. Makes it bluesy, right? So we're going 3 to some part of the A chord, either just one note, the A note, 2nd fret of the G string, or like the whole chord. We got the pinky on the 5 on the A string, back to the chord there. So we got. Now the 2nd time we're gonna go. We're gonna hit the big E down to that 2 on the G string, to the G bass note on the big string, the 3rd fret, to part of that A chord. So we got. Okay, so sometimes it sounds pretty slick when you just hit that one note, and sometimes it's cool to mix in the chord as well with it. Now we're going to do the A twice, and we're going to go to D. So we got. So for the D, we kind of just went to the open D, kind of hit that 2 on the G string there, kind of makes that D power chord. So now our power chord is the open D with the 2 underneath it. We got, we're gonna hit that 3, that C note on the A string. We're gonna go to our, got that 2 in between, and then we got that 5 on the A string. Back to that D power chord, so it's like. Then we're back to the big E string. Open to that 2, to that G over here, and then A again. So the whole verse is like 3, 4. Okay, so we had, when we went to the D, we did like, you know, it was like 2 times through, but it had different endings. Then we're back to the A twice through with both parts, and then we have a little extra bit at the end before we get back to the riff. So it's like the A part is. Then we have an extra little piece. So we have the O2s, got the 3 to the 2. Then we're going to slide that 5 to 7 on the A. Puts us right in position for the riff there. So we got. Okay, twice through, we got verse again. 2, 3, and. D. Two times here. Added bit. Okay, then we have another verse, and then when we get to the riff at the end of it, we're going to go. We're going to hold that, and then we're going to hold that one, and then we're not going to hold. Now we're going to get into Dickey Betts' solo here. So we had, once you get that 3-5, you can go to the 3 again, but you're getting ready to think about this lead in. So we're going to bend that 7 on the G, 5 on the B, bend the 8 on the B, little 5 there, so it's. Get into that 10 real quick up here, so we got. So we have a little pickup note on the 10th fret of the 2nd string before this new measure. And it's going to go 10, and then the new measure goes 8, 9, 10, back to that 10, 8, 9, 10. We're going to bend that 10. So in the scheme of things, we got. So we have 2 double 10 bends there. So we had. So we're going to have a bend on the 10 right to the 8. Then we got 10, 8 to 10 on the 2nd string. Then we're going to have like a little half step bend on this 8. And then we're going to have 2 8s real quick with a little bend at the end. So it's like bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Let me end with a 10, 8, 10. Okay, so we had bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. End of this, we have 8, and then a triplet, 10, 8, 9, and then 10, 10 on the 2nd. So let's look at all that again. We got. So let's check that out again. We got. And then we get into a new riff. We got rest. So we rest on the first one. These are like triplets too. It's like 1 and so it's like 1. Okay, so that was like 2 sets of triplets there. So 1. Now this next part goes 10 on the 2nd. Bend the 12 and the little one up and then hit the regular note. 2nd string 12 up and down, 10 to 12. Okay, so it's rest. Okay, we'll take that real slow. So rest. And then we're into a new measure. We got. So we have a bend on the 2nd, bend on the 1st, then a regular 12. So now this one's going to go bend on the 12, 2nd string, regular note, little 10. And then we have 12 bend, 2nd string to 10 to 12 here. We have 7, 5, and 7 on the D over here. So the whole new part is like rest. Okay, so it's a lot. Let's take it real slow. So rest. Okay, then we're back into our riff. Okay, so the whole solo in context would be. Another verse. Back into the verse, and then that was Dwayne Allman's slide solo right there. So we're not getting into any slide in this lesson. Maybe I'll take a look at that for another one to follow this up if you guys would like. Then we're back into the riff after his slide solo. And then we pause. There's a little drum breakdown, a little bass. We got a little interlude. 1. So it'll slide into the 9 on the A, hit the 7 on the D, and then do it again. 9, 7, 9, 7. Then we have a 9, 7 on the D. Little half step bend on that 9 on the D. 9, 7. Bigger 9 there. And then 9 to 9, D to A strings. Okay, so it's 3, 4, 1. And then some drum stuff, and then we got that dominant 7, raised 9 on the E. We got 7 on the A, 6, 7, 8. We're gonna go bomb. And then wait a while, hit it again. Right into a verse. So that would be the last verse. You're gonna have your riff again. Got an A power chord there. Do some kind of fun little riff there at the end, and there you go. Trouble No More, Allman Brothers from Fillmore East. This is basically the rhythm and the Dickey Betts solo. So hope you all dug that. Happy holidays. Talk to y'all soon.